Mathematics is God's own language. This was said by Galileo, an Italian astronomer. He meant to say this, that if you talk about any creation of God all around in universe, there is some or the other mathematical fact about it, and there must have been certain mathematical theories which govern it. He was very correct. Further, there was a German mathematician by the name of Friedrich Gauss who said this, that mathematics is the queen of all sciences. So, if you study physics, chemistry, biology, economics, geology, and many other things which require some calculation, some analysis, and further to give certain results actually require some mathematical methods, or they require some of the other field of mathematics. Thus, mathematics is a subject which can be said to be one which is touching each and every aspect of the life around us. So, you as a student also require to study mathematics in a proper way, right? So you have to excel in mathematics. This is a responsibility with which you cannot shirk off, right? You have to live with it, right? Either you pick up the courage to be able to succeed, or you pick up the courage to be able to fail in it. Well, I won't let you fail in it. I'll tell you some ways by means of which you can become very successful in mathematics. So, to study mathematics, actually, you require some specific methodology, some techniques, which if you follow, then you will find that studying mathematics is going to become scintillatingly simple. Well, let me tell you what the first thing is. Can you tell me? No, let me tell you. The first thing that you require to do if you are to study mathematics well is, as this is a subject which is laced in logic, reasoning, analysis, you require to have a fresh brain. Now that doesn't mean that you will go to the market and buy some fresh brain. Your brain requires to be freshened up, and that happens when you sleep properly. So, after you've had a good night's sleep, that is the best time when you should pick up your mathematics book and start studying it. Because at that time, as you've had a long period of rest, so your mind is ready for some mental work of analysis, calculation, further getting to some results, or probably understanding some logic, anything that mathematics has to deal with. Now, the next thing. When you are to study, make sure not to sit on a couch or a bed. Because what happens is, gradually, you tend to feel that your back is paining. As such, what you tend to do is, you gradually come on your elbow. Your elbow gradually gets extended. Further, you pull yourself all along, gradually sliding, and there is a time when you actually doze off. Well, if you do something such, then you have fallen asleep. And a person who has fallen asleep is just like being half dead. So, your aspiration, your ambition, your want, your desire to be able to do mathematics very well has died that day. So, to stop this, what you require to do is, you require to sit on a table and chair to study mathematics. There is a lot of discipline which automatically comes when you sit on a table and chair to study a subject. For that matter, as mathematics requires a lot of writing, so that is why sitting on a table and chair to study is quintessential. Well, how do you sit on a table and chair? You might be thinking that I am telling you some very basic facts which everybody knows, but actually what happens is, everybody knows these facts but they don't follow, and that is the reason why they are not able to get all of mathematics using the logic that they already have. Remember, you are born with logic. You can easily reason. There are certain theories of mathematics which are taught to you, which are all related to logic, and as you learn them gradually, fundamental by fundamental, your fundamentals get strengthened. As such, you are able to logically get to some conclusion using mathematics. So, doing mathematics is actually everybody's forte. Alright? Don't be scared of mathematics. Now next, what you require to do is, when you're sitting on a table and chair, you actually require to sit straight, with your spine straight, neutral, and not in some tension given to the spine. So when you sit straight, you actually are in complete focus of what is coming out of the book of mathematics, or what is coming out of the lecture which is being given in mathematics, and you're ready to accept it all. You understand it all, right? There might be certain opportunities where probably you want to scribble in between, or probably you want to scratch your fingers or put your hand through your hair. Don't do it. If you remain to be at rest, try not to move, then what will happen is you will get the best focus to be able to understand mathematics. For that matter, this can even be applied to the study of any subject. Well, what's next? Next is you require a serene environment. Well, for a serene environment, first is you have to unplug yourself from social life. That is, you require to sit at a place where you are all by yourself, which doesn't have any disturbance, any of such sort of entities which actually distract you, like your mobile, your television, your computer, laptop. Everything should have been removed from you, and you should be just either focusing on the knowledge that you're getting from the book, or probably the knowledge that you're getting from an experienced professional like me. Now remember, these are also the rules that you require to follow when you're to study mathematics from my channel. Only then you will be able to get maximum, as I really desire that you get. And when you actually come to some of my live classes, you will get to see that I actually enact all of this. And when I keep telling it to you, by ensuring that you are following this, having your live feed exactly in front of me, I ensure that you are able to get best out of the lectures, and you start performing without you even believing that you'll be able to do something. You actually do something which is really unique, which is really intellectual. Well, so you've switched yourself off from any of the social activities. You're sitting at a serene place. Now next is, do not pick up any writing material. Right? Writing material would mean that opening up a book, checking what the teacher is teaching with respect to the book, or if you're in this book from where you're studying, you try and consult some other book for something else. If it is for mathematics, then that's fine. But when the teacher is teaching, actually you should be focusing exactly where the teacher is, and then you'll be able to understand all that the teacher is trying to convey to you. Right? Moreover, as in my class, you will also get a second explanation, so everything is going to be getting to be crystal clear, and you will understand all the logic behind what I'm telling you, and how you can get to the things to get a final result which is logically coming. And as such, all the knowledge which has been given to you in that topic has been applied, applying some logic, some reasoning, some analysis, and then you get to a result which is actually expected in a sum. Well, so you're not picking up any writing material, you're not scribbling anything, you are just focusing. Well, initially there'll be some theory which will be said, so you will listen to it, and then you will pause the lecture. You will write it all down, and you will learn it up, right? To learn doesn't mean that actually you will memorize by a word, but you will actually get a sense of it so that you can apply it when required, right? So when you try and learn, make sure that you focus to your brain, not just try to learn it by rote method. So you've got to try and understand it, and focused by your brain so that you can have that with yourself whenever you require it in times to come. For that matter, as humans tend to forget, say something like 85% of what they've studied or learned in a day, you require to revise after a period of time so that you can remember that concept for a longer duration of time. Now next comes a sum. With all the concepts which have been taught, obviously a sum will be given to you. So next what you require to do is you require to pause the lecture again. You might be seeing that I do give normally 10 seconds for your trial, and normally that's not enough for you to be able to do the sum. Well, you require to take a longer pause. Give the sum a try. Although the sum can be one such that you've never dealt with that, or probably a sum which looks to be very complicated, doesn't matter. Give it a try. I'm telling you, there'll be a time when you'll be able to crack any complicated sum. When you're following this process that I'm telling you, your intellectuality, your capability, your knowledge, your application skills would have been honed, and you would have had an edge in even solving the most complicated sums. Believe in yourself, and I know you will succeed. So next, after you tried out the sum for some time, say some 4-5 minutes, and you find that actually this requires some logic, right, which is probably something extra, so you replay the lecture or watch it. I'm sure you will be able to understand this now. If not in once, there's also a second explanation which ensures that everything has been properly understood by everybody. For that matter, as you might be seeing that all of this English which is being given to you for teaching the subject is pretty neutral. It does not have some specific accent. Moreover, if you want a transcript, you can even get a transcript of what is being taught. Next, if you talk about the formulae, any other concepts, you find that they have been written separately with different colored ink so that you can focus on them later, learn them up, and also show in times to come when you do your work that these are the different concepts which have been applied in a sum, which in an examination a teacher wants to see. Okay, done with this. Now that you've understood the sum, you will again pause the lecture and you will redo the sum. And when you redo the sum, then you will have done it all by yourself. But if suppose you require to look it up for some part probably which has actually created some ambiguity in your brain, or probably something that you've forgotten as to how it was done, you then require to obviously look it up, but after that you require to do the solution once more. And this is because you faltered. You require to now give it more strength by hammering another nail at that same place. So when you study this way, I'm sure the concepts will have gone in you, your brain, your knowledge crystal clear. You will be ready for application of that knowledge. You have tried to apply it. You have learned certain things as to why you weren't able to get to a solution when you looked up the solution, and as such the solution also stays with you for a longer period of time. Moreover, when you practiced it, now that is inked to your brain in black and white. So when you follow it this way, then you will get success in mathematics. I can assure you that. Moreover, if there is any doubt, I am always standing to help you out. You can simply write an email to the themathematichelpline@gmail.com, and whatever are your specific needs, there is a form. Fill it up, tell me your specific need, and I'll come back to you and help you out with all the resources that I have, probably even with a live class. You also have the freedom to be able to come and attend my live class, where you will find that understanding comes really easy, right? And when things start getting solved in front of you, you tend to develop more confidence, and moreover then you're also able to ask your doubts live, and then your confidence really surges as never before. Also, there are different resources which I have for you so that your mathematics can really be strengthened. So you just have to start. You just have to think that I want to do mathematics, and I can assure you, you will be able to do mathematics as I was able to do, right? And when you excel in mathematics with all these resources that I have, I'm sure you're going to make yourself happy, you're going to make your parents happy, and you will be having a very nice profession. For that matter, the mathematics that I teach, it is actually just like a journey. You start from a level where you pick up the fundamentals, the level 1. Then you go to a level which is the first level of boards, that is up to your class 10. Then you go to the level 2, which is higher level of mathematics, which you require in class 11 and 12, which have a lot of applications. Then comes level 3, which is when you learn the mathematics which is required to crack different competitions. And when you crack a competition, you get to a institute of repute. You educate yourself with all the skills and the knowledge that educational institute has to provide to you. You are now equipped to be employment, right? So if you're equipped to employment, when you started off with education, that is why I say that this is actually what I say as joy journey from education to employment. So I'm sure I will be able to help you in every aspect of mathematics which is actually causing a trouble to you, which is actually making your life to be an exasperation. You're not able to breathe, right? But I'll give you all the fresh oxygen and make you breathe and make you do mathematics as you've never done it before. Do take a try, right? And I'm sure you will be able to succeed in mathematics, and you will say that I can. Well, let's meet soon. Let's do mathematics like never before and work hard. Also remember, the way that I told you to study mathematics is something which you follow every day as a regimen. I'm sure you'll be able to get to success pretty simply, pretty quickly, and with surety. Bye. Do study mathematics. I'm Saurabh Kumar Dutt, and I will guide you to excellence in mathematics.